Hello and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. This is a wonderful game about building Dyson spheres, uh, but today we're going to be doing things just a little bit differently. So, let's get into it. So, as you see, we are a gigantic mecha, and what we're gonna do is run around dismantling things, and then we're gonna start building things. We're gonna weld our little landing pad here. Out of that, we get some resources. One of those is going to be fuel. In order to collect some resources, we're going to kneel down and weld the iron. We're also going to kneel down and weld copper. We have a built-in constructor to make stuff for us. If you need energy, just kneel down and weld a tree. Or a couple. You can also weld plants and rocks. Robots don't do very well in water. How do we get around that? We just fly right over it. Gonna weld some more trees. And maybe a couple of rocks, I guess. We can automate this using these mining machines. The only issue with this is we do have to power it some way. Luckily, we've got this nice little wind turbine here. Now our little mining machine is mining away. So now we can build smelters, and that's going to let us turn iron into iron ingots. Let's go ahead and weld some more copper. Now we can start to automate things a little bit. So we can get a nice little conveyor going through here, which is going to transport iron from here. And now we can use a sorter to transfer the iron from the belt into the smelter. Take the iron ingots from the other side, and now we gotta take them out. So we use the sorter to take them out. So once we're done turning this into iron ingots, then we're just gonna stick it in a box for now. Having one wind turbine is great and everything, but what's better is having more. Now that we have a couple more wind turbines, we can power all of this stuff so that we can take the iron, mine it, then put it into the smelter, turn it into an iron ingot, and finally stick it into a box that I can just walk by and pick it up nice and easy like that. Isn't this great? Put down some more wind turbines for more power. We ran out of rocks, so we're gonna go need to weld some of this stuff. Oh, and it turns out this is actually coal, not rocks. Which, coal's kind of a rock, right? Anyways, time to go weld some more rocks. And I guess I can do a couple more trees while we're out. Looking for a big pile of rocks. I think that's a nice big pile of rocks, right? Nope, that is. And weld some rocks. So now that we've got some iron production set up, I think it's about time that we go get some copper production set up. There's our miner. Let's go ahead and put down some of these smelters. But let's get these hooked up to a belt. Now, unfortunately, this miner requires power too. And, well, it's kind of far away from the iron. Now we've got our wind turbine powering our miner. We can steal some of these. And what are we going to do with all of the copper ingots that we make? Well, we're going to stick those in a box too. So it looks like just having the one wind turbine isn't going to quite be enough to power all of these. So I think I might need a couple more. Okay, so I've made a couple more wind turbines. Now that's going to be enough to connect that, and we should be able to get power to our copper line. This is great, and Now we can stick all of the copper that we make in this nice, convenient little box. It's kind of slow though. So let's get another couple more sorters. Yeah, I think we might just possibly have enough sorters for this. I don't exactly need energy right now, but I know that I'm going to need it in the future. So I'm going to make a couple more wind turbines. So I do have a decent number of wind turbines, but I think that we can do a little bit better than that. Let's go ahead and start placing some down. So I made a couple more wind turbines. I decided I wanted to have enough power for a long amount of time, so I just kind of went ahead and made a couple more. And yeah, a couple turned into a couple more, and then I just kept building wind turbines. I built so many wind turbines that I accidentally connected the two wind turbine farms that I already had between the copper and the iron. But the good news is I'm producing 21.9 megawatts of power, which means that the current machines that I'm using are only using about 15% of my total power generation. I think you know what that means. I need more wind turbines. Unfortunately, even though I have so many wind turbines, I can't use the wind turbines to power myself, so I still have to mine trees. So there's a bit of a slight issue with my whole wind turbine farm thing. It took a lot of resources, so it took a lot of time, so I'm a little bit behind on the game. So I think that means that we need to automate making wind turbines. So in order to make a wind turbine, you need 3 magnetic coils, 1 gear, and 6 iron ingots. Now, we're making tons of iron ingots, but in order to make the gear, we have to take an iron ingot, put it into a processor. So now I need to use some of my copper ingots. So I guess that we're going to have to take this off. I didn't quite think that I had enough wind turbines just yet. I didn't think that I had enough wind turbines quite yet. So I decided to build a factory that builds wind turbines. So what we did is we're mining the iron, we're turning it into ingots over here and magnets over here. We turn the ingots into gears, we turn the magnets, we combine it with copper, and we turn that into magnetic coils. We take the magnetic coils, the gears, and the ingots, and we turn those into wind turbines. And now I have some nice stacks wind turbines. So I guess it's just about time to start placing some of these down. So building wind turbines wasn't quite going fast enough. So I decided to make a couple more assembly machines to make the process go a little bit quicker. And our wind turbines are starting to stack up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and keep placing them down. Okay, I finally run out of wind turbines. They're having trouble being placed down by the actual construction robots because there are so many, and I'm placing them down kind of quick. But, well, it's time to go back and get more. And, wow. So it looks like we're at about a third, I would say a third of the planet is covered in wind turbines. Yippee! If you look in the bottom left, you can actually see all of them. It covers like the entire half of the planet that you're looking at. Oh, our inventory is full. I can no longer pick up any more wind turbines. That means that I need to fix something. Yep, just gonna dump everything out. Okay, we are out of wind turbines again. Let's kind of take a look at the progress that we're making. I would say that we've definitely covered at least probably half the planet in wind turbines. Yeah. So this is going great. Exciting things are happening. I don't even know where my base went. There it is. We've got a lot of the wind turbines up, but I noticed that I have a little bit more space.
Wind turbine. You have established your...
Dude, that was like fucking hours ago. That should just about do it. So let's go take a look and see how many we got. Yeah, I covered the whole planet. I thought that, well, might as well, right? We came this far. Just look at this magnificent site. Every spot that I could put one, got a wind turbine. Some of them are even on these little tiny islands. So now that we've covered the entire planet in wind turbines, you might be thinking, surely there's not much more that you can do in this. Well, that's where you're wrong. There is much, much more to do in this game. If you enjoyed this wonderful video of me covering the planet in wind turbines, let me know that you liked the video, and I will see you in the next episode.